This week we journey down to the jewel of the Panhandle, Gulf County, Florida. We set our sights on two area raw bars filled with character and history, cast around town for coastal cuisine, and wade the bay for the region's treasures residing just below the surface. Anglers and Appetites is coming right up. I do the catching, and Phil does the cooking.
I can be taught.
Well, sort of. From mountain streams to deep blue seas and everything in between.
Here we go. Hey!
Gulf County, Florida. Located in the heart of the Panhandle's forgotten coast, this area offers just about everything for families, fishermen, and people just looking for that perfect place to get away. St. Joe Beach, Indian Pass, and Cape San Blas offer three completely different types of great getaways. Phil and I stationed ourselves at the historic Port Inn, located in the heart of Port St. Joe, a beautiful small town right on the water with an amazing variety of shops, restaurants, and scenic views. But it was the water and the fresh seafood within that really shined on this beach town excursion, especially since today was day one of scallop season. So I tracked down Adrian, the great scallop huntress of the Gulf.
Right now we are in St. Joseph Bay, right at Cape San Blas. We're at what we call the Stump Hole. This is actually an aquatic preserve. It's one of the last pristine bays in the state of Florida, and so it's very clear. You can actually walk and see the clarity of the water just above the water, so you can actually walk out for a while and not even need a mask or snorkel. So you might not need that today.
Oh, but I came so prepared.
I know, but you might not need it.
All right.
Yeah. Scalloping is kind of like an underwater Easter egg hunt. Try to find these little shells with bright blue eyes.
Little shells with bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
Scallops have eyes.
They have eyes. They have blue eyes that go all the way around of the shell. So you kind of see them. They're kind of iridescent a little bit, and they kind of shine in the water when the sun hits them.
Scallops aren't the only critters out here. There's other critters we're going to be looking out for.
Yeah. Well, we have conch shells actually out here that get really massive. And we have tons of other like hermit crabs and other crabs, blue crabs. So there's a lot of cool things to see out in St. Joseph Bay.
We just found him. We're walking. Something under the foot.
This one actually swam in between my legs. So scallops do actually swim. They use their mouths to propel and spit out water. So they kind of shoot and swim like this. So this side is the side that faces up in the water. This is what you can feel and what you'll see if you go snorkeling. This is what they camouflage. You can see it's a little bit darker, kind of like the water, and it'll hide underneath like maybe a layer of sand or dirt. And then the other side is pretty clean because this side is the one that rubs against the sand and they don't really have to hide this part.
I got another. What was that? Oh, he's squirting water at me. These guys are smarter than I ever gave them credit for. Bring him on. Scallop time. Not a scallop. Let's see if Phil eats it.
Scallops are actually an awesome meat because you can really cook them any type of way you want. Grill them, saute them, blacken them. You can put them on top of fish. Any way you want to cook them, you can cook them that way.
We're gonna eat it right here.
Yeah, we're gonna clean this with a key because I have nothing else. But you get the top of the meat right here, the white part. You want to clean off the top of it and just spring it back open. So then you're just left with all the innards. That's a pretty good sized meat right here. Pull it all off, and then you're left with the meat. You can rinse it off and just eat it.
Cheers.
Yeah. Right? Good raw. You had no idea.
Yeah, the salt is buttery.
There's a very
That's just
sweet flavor to it.
Yeah.
Just right out the ocean like that.
Let's go get some more.
Yeah, absolutely.
While I was chowing down on the most delicious raw scallops Mother Nature has to offer, Phil took the rest of the raw batch to the captain of cooking at the nearby Sunset Coastal Grill in Port St. Joe, Chef Ian.
All right, what's up, everybody? It is that time again. I got one of the coolest chefs I've ever met, Chef Ian.
We're gonna do some baked bay scallops and top that off with a sun-dried tomato cream sauce and serve them up in the scallop shell.
That's what I was about to say. We cooking in a shell?
Yes, cooking them in the shell.
I'm a little hungry.
All right, well, let's get to it.
All right.
Get these in the oven at 350 for about maybe 5-6 minutes. I had mine for the sauce was just a little white wine, and that's a little heavy cream and some sun-dried tomatoes and a little squeeze of some lemon. I got this great Badia roasted garlic spice. Just cook those tomatoes down a little bit. I might add just a little bit more cream so we got enough sauce to cover our pasta.
And we're doing this over a medium heat or low heat?
Medium-low heat.
Okay.
Now I'll wait for it, and once it starts the reduction process, it'll get these big bubbles in the center. And once that happens, I'll add the butter to it, and it'll thicken up naturally and just become beautiful. And there, now we got the big bubbles going, we just add this butter in. That'll just thicken it up really nicely. And 5 minutes have passed, and here are our scallops.
And I really like the way they sit inside those shells.
With a scallop, if you cook it too much, it'll just turn to rubber on you, and you don't want that.
All right, what about somebody watching that might say, hey, can I grill mine or can I broil them? Would you do that?
With something like a bay scallop, it's hard to grill, but if you put it in the shell like that, it makes it very easy. And here is our sun-dried tomato cream sauce that we have, and I just pour that over the top of them.
Since you just did this, I think it would probably be a compliment to you. Why don't you join me?
I will.
All right,
I've been waiting
Chef
for this
Ian,
all
I
day.
appreciate that so much. You know what? Hang on. Oh, that sauce is so good. And it's creamy too.
And the scallops, they just melt in your mouth.
They do, and you're right. Nice and tender, not overcooked. But I really can't tell. Hang on a second. That's the bomb.
So day 1 had ended, but night 1 was just beginning. Back to the Port Inn where the thirsty goat awaits.
You know, one of the most unique spots here at the Port Inn is this guy, the Thirsty Goat.
You hang out here too? I love this place. Have you ever been to the Thirsty Goat? If you haven't, you got to. I mean, look, it's awesome. I'm gonna get a drink. What do you want?
Hey, Lisa Canfield is the bartender here at the Thirsty Goat. Lisa, thanks so much, man. I know you can make me a monster drink.
Our most popular drink is the key lime martini. So would you like to try one of those?
Would I like to try one of those? All right, Lisa, you're on.
A good 3 counts of this.
1, 2, 2.5, 3.
And it's the vanilla vodka. That's important. Key lime liqueur. Get a good gloop in it, which is about a 2 count.
I was gonna say, that's a great measurement, gloop, gloop.
I like to do a fresh lime.
I'm not only the appetite, I'm a thirsty kind of guy too.
A little splash of pineapple juice.
Splash.
You got it. Now a real splash of the lime juice, because that can overpower it. And then a good shake.
I like it,
You
it's
got
jumping
it.
all over the place.
Oh, it's ready for you to taste it. And then the pièce de résistance sera a key lime martini.
Now, if you got somebody like Lisa hanging around you making something like this, you're probably gonna be one excited individual. And it's probably no time like the present that I should probably get the taste of this.
Absolutely.
Bill,
Cheers.
Bill, thank you. Music's outside, live music. Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. Man, hurry up.
I thought he was buying.
Oh.
The door is open, come play outside. A destination warm and bright. Gotta get away. I feel so free in this paradise. Hello, sunny. The ocean breeze and the cradle sky.
It's your chill time. Let's go.
Badia Spices is the soul of cooking. Established in 1967 by Jose Badia, this high-quality spice company is still a family business under the leadership of Joseph Pepe Badia. Badia Spices delivers more than 350 different products, including an amazing line of organic products to 90 countries around the world. Badia Spices, the creators of the original complete seasoning, available at your local retailer.
That looks like a shake, doesn't it? Oh, look at it.
This is Ted's territory. A place where things are inspired by the big sky spirit. And where you'll know, after your first bite, that it's something you'll find only at Ted's. Ted's Montana Grill.
Chef Ian passed word along to the appetite that he was in need of a tripletail for his next dish. So I asked around town and tracked down guide Captain Jordan Todd, who took me out along the buoys to catch these strange but tasty fish.
So what we're gonna do is we just got a regular old bait shrimp here.
Okay, just putting it through the tail there.
Right through the tail. You wanna make it look as natural as possible. And what they do is they just hang around structure and they're waiting for bait fish and whatever to come to them and hide underneath that structure, that buoy.
Okay, yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cast this out real easy and just let the current just off the rope, just close enough to where that fish can either see it or smell it.
So when these things strike, you let them strike, they set their own hook, or do you have to wait and
you
set?
You gotta wait. Most of the time you'll never even know he really has it.
Okay.
All you'll see is that cork will just kind of
Okay,
like that.
okay.
And then it may slowly go under, it may never go under. He's just gonna grab it and float right underneath it.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, he's on the buoy though.
He's on the buoy, that's all right.
Bring the buoy to us.
It might have been
Oh,
a
yeah.
catfish. Yep.
Catfish. Oh.
That's all right, that's all right.
You just see him?
Catfish. Telltale sign that was not a triple tail was because your cork got snatched under really quick.
Yeah, yeah.
So the only time a triple tail may do that is if there's more than one on there, but if this thing gets snatched under real fast, it's typically a catfish.
Yeah, that was a quick strike.
However, it seemed as soon as we got started, the clouds darkened, so we hightailed it back to Indian Pass, where Phil was waiting at a legendary raw bar that is always packed, rain or shine. Welcome to Indian Pass.
Iconic place. It's been part of the history of this area since 1929 when Miss Gypsy McNeil served the first meal. And through the years, it's taken on different forms, but it's been a raw bar now for almost 30 years.
You guys come here a lot. Tell me about your experience.
We have been coming here for 24, 25 years. She was 2 when we first came here.
Indian Pass, man, it's a cool little spot, but I know it's got a lot of history with you and your family, so take me all the way back.
Back 1903, my grandfather started business here. He moved the store from back in the woods up here to this present day building that's here because Highway 98 out here was built in 1928. And we sold everything from nails to guns to BB guns to bicycles to cutting meat to everything in the world.
Y'all did it all?
Yeah, we did it all. It was a old country store. We'd been fooling with fish and shrimp and oysters and stuff since the 30s. And so we decided, well, why don't we just put in a raw bar? And the menu is pretty much the same since '85. We've added a few things. We have an honor system, which a lot of places don't have. And that way you go in, you take the little white sheet, and you mark down what you want. And they take it, turn the order in. You take the orange sheet, which has all your drinks on it. You mark it, you keep it with you. So whenever you want something else to drink, you just go back to the cooler and get it. Just think about it being at your house, going in the refrigerator, getting your drinks and your beer out. But the only difference is you got to pay for it. So you've already paid for it at the house, but still, well, it works for us.
You know, you've heard it said it takes glue to keep things together. Well, I tell you what, talking to Jimmy Torrey, he told me you are the glue that keeps this place going.
I've been doing it for about 12 years now, and I can do it in my sleep whenever I wanted to.
So, Tori, I understand that you also make coffee, but that does not look like coffee.
No, it's actually another type of coffee. It's that drone butter that everyone dies for to get. I mean, you have to have it with your shrimp, they have it with their oysters, they have it with their crab legs. I mean, that's the most, I guess, efficient way that I could think of to heat butter. It keeps the ball rolling. I mean, without butter, what will seafood be?
Okay, I've been sitting here watching y'all, man, and I'm gonna tell you what, I eat a lot of oysters, but I have never figured out how to shuck them properly, and you guys are just knocking them off one by one. So I need a lesson. What's the secret?
I'll show you, man. Got this one right here.
Okay.
Show us what we taught you already. Stick it right there in your hand.
Got it.
Find that lip right there. Twist it.
It's the lip. Oh, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, he can be taught. Woo-hoo! I tell you what, man, you know what? That is amazing, and you guys do such a good job. I'm out of here.
All right, man.
All right, after a tough day of shucking oysters, I figured it was about time to treat myself to some. So I have my Badia spices, sriracha sauce, go a little light with it, and oh man, that is so good. Oh, look how many more. I got one more.
After taking in the incomparable Indian Pass combo of tradition and trust, Phil journeyed west to St. Joe Beach, home to one of the most creative raw bars anywhere.
You know what? David is out fishing at the beach. I decided to find a beach of my own, St. Joe Beach. Why? I've been shipwrecked. All right, Chef Joey, my back was turned, man. What do you got going on?
We got to transfer the pans, that way we can steam them off.
Oh, we gonna steam these?
These we're gonna steam, and I'm gonna transfer these, that way we can put them in the oven.
Okay.
Then I got something special you haven't even seen yet. We're gonna do the Mexico Beach.
No, you're not.
This one's kicked up a little bit. Some people get this because they want that little spice on their oyster.
Oh, you mean like some people like it hot, but then other people like it hotter?
That's
Hook it up, baby. Go ahead.
Here we go. We're gonna do the Mexico Beach. Doing a pico de gallo, but it's kicked up a little bit extra. They got a little extra pepper in it. So they're not just your regular sauce. They got a bite in there.
Okay, so what kind of peppers did you put in there?
There's got jalapenos, a little bit of habanero.
Woo!
Now I got a ghost pepper jack cheese that we're gonna put on top of it once it's said and done.
Ghost pepper jack cheese.
Ghost pepper jack.
You know that's gonna be hot. That's looking really good.
Japanese breadcrumbs. We gotta get them to the steamer and to the oven.
Okay, well we're gonna move on down to the steamer.
We got another order in. We're gonna do another St. Joe Beach all the way. And somebody's got a special request. They want to add something a little extra to it, so that's how we do it here.
Joey, you did my special request?
Got plenty of cheese. I'm doing one right now. Where are you at?
Man, I've been waiting on you, man.
Man, we gotta go. We gotta go now.
All right, I got some people waiting on me, man. I expect to see that in a minute.
All right, come on.
All right, Chef Joey, I see a lot of oysters around here. I appreciate it. I think it's time for me to go eat.
No, we can't eat yet. We still got the shrimp.
Man, I'm ready.
But you gotta go see my man Chris down there.
Oh, so I get two chefs today. Bingo, I can make this happen. Now, I'm with Chef Chris. Chris, I understand y'all got a number of different ways to do shrimp around here.
Yes, sir, we do. We got about 7, 8 on average on our menu.
7 or 8?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go ahead and put some of these together. I'm coming out of the fog now. Woo!
This is our house mix of our mild spice, cayenne, and red pepper flakes. Then our little secret, I guess you could say. Oh, gonna hit it with sriracha.
Not the Badia spice, sriracha.
The Badia spice.
Boy, y'all know how I be kicking it, man. It's like you can't hurt it with that, baby.
Mix it up till it's almost a paste around the shrimp.
All right, I'm pasting. We're gonna put that in the steamer?
This one's gonna go in the steamer too.
All right, so now you got 2 pots going. What are we getting ready to do?
This one we'll start on next. This is gonna be our Tupelo honey beef thing.
Okay.
And this one's gonna be our shrimp and grits. We're gonna do our shrimp and grits, a little bit of butter. Once we get the shrimp about halfway done, we're gonna flip them. And then seafood restaurant. Gotta have nice flavor, so we're gonna do a little handful of andouille sausage. Once we get it pretty much done, we're gonna take a handful of garlic and white wine. Get a decent amount in there. We're gonna let it reduce, let it cook down.
You know what, being around you and Chef Joey, man, I might actually pick up a pound or 2, man. I'm trying to keep this thing just where it is. I'm gonna go find me a place to sit down. I'm gonna taste all this stuff, man. Y'all good with that? Chef Joey, Chef Chris, monster meal, man. Fit for a king like myself, man. I'm so happy. Thanks so much for doing this.
Very welcome. You hungry enough?
Oh, you know I'm hungry enough.
I'm hungry too, and so are the guys at the beach. They told me to get some food. Thanks, guys. Oh, man, everybody was talking about this place.
You know, working with him can be so hard sometimes, man. Woo, thank you so much, man.
The door is open, come play outside. A destination warm and bright. Gotta get away. I feel so free in this paradise. Hello, sunny. The ocean breeze and the cradle sky.
It's your chill time. Let's go.
Badia Spices is the soul of cooking. Established in 1967 by Jose Badia, this high-quality spice company is still a family business under the leadership of Joseph Pepe Badia. Badia Spices delivers more than 350 different products, including an amazing line of organic products to 90 countries around the world. Badia Spices, the creators of the original complete seasoning, available at your local retailer.
That looks like a shake, doesn't it? Oh, look at it.
This is Ted's territory. A place where things are inspired by the big sky spirit. And where you'll know, after your first bite, that it's something you'll find only at Ted's. Ted's Montana Grill.
So the rain may have shortened my tripletail excursion, and Captain Jordan had an afternoon trip already booked. So cameraman Wes and I took the Gulf County fishing adventure into our own hands. First, we hit Port St. Joe's Blue Water to get my gear, then found a nice sandy spot at Indian Pass to cast a line, and the poor fish didn't know what hit him.
Might be a shark. And no, not a shark. Yeah. There's my bait fish. Phil, you said I couldn't catch fish. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use you to catch something bigger. I can do this all day. The hits keep coming. Got myself another whiting. He hit,
you got some bend on that.
Yeah. I got some bend. Look at that. It's another one, he's just much stronger. Now get your buddies, I'm trying to catch two at a time. Yes, I'll throw you back. No, Phil's not here.
I got two!
No!
2 casts, 3 fish all day.
All right, whiting catch of the day right here. That is almost large enough to keep. Sorry, Phil. Whiting are good eating, kind of fun to catch. There we go. You know, this is the kind of place you bring the family, you bring the kids, take them fishing for the first time, because you're gonna catch something. It's almost every cast. Sometimes 2 at a time. I've seen it happen. And they make cute noises. I guess that's cute. Oh yeah, here we go. Woo!
Hey, you got that out of my cooler right there. Hey, put that back in my...
He is kind of cold.
Same fish that come out of my cooler.
I did not take it out of his cooler.
That is the fish, I promise, that come out of my cooler right there.
He is ice cold, sorry about that.
Hey, look at his eyes right there. He's already glazed over. Come out of my cooler right there.
All right, so they know what they're doing. I'll return their flounder. Sorry, guys. I didn't know you were looking. Man, they're actually pretty good.
So, after the flounder folly, Phil sent word that he and Chef Ian hooked up with the tripletail that Chef Ian had requested and made preparations for this week's Badia Spices Chef Challenge.
I brought the spices, you got the fish, What you gonna pick out?
All right, what I'm gonna start off with is I'm gonna need some extra virgin olive oil. I hear a lot about the tropical spice. I wanna try that out, the Saison Tropical.
I'm all about that Saison, okay?
Yeah, the Saison, bring it on. I'm gonna need some minced garlic.
Okay.
And sriracha.
And because I am the appetite, I say we need to get down and dirty. Let's go ahead and take this triple tail and dress it up.
All right, let's dress it up. First, I'm gonna start off with some of this Himalayan salt. And then some minced garlic.
I like that. Just put the fingers in and go for it. See,
Go
sometimes
for
y'all
it.
be wanting to be
Go
all
for
like
it.
fancy, man. Just go ahead and throw down.
You got it.
Smear it
You
over
got
the noodles
it.
out the
Touch
way.
and feel the.
Oh, okay. So you can be cooking with love now. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sriracha.
Yeah. Don't. Come on, man. Don't. There you go. Right here. That's what I'm
There
talking
we
about.
go.
Work with me.
You got the Saison Tropical. All right, let's get to cooking. Well, I got it on medium-low heat. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit lower once it gets sizzling really good.
Chef Ian, if that tastes as good as it smells, I'm probably gonna kill that pie.
Oh, I assure you, it's gonna be great.
Look at that.
Nice and tender. Triple tail is a nice, light, flaky fish. Now to finish that off, all I'm gonna do is give it a little squeeze of some lime. It really doesn't need much of anything else because the fish is just so good. It has its own natural flavor. That'll be.
Yeah, baby. Now that's talking.
All right, let's have some tender and juicy.
Oh yeah. Tender, juicy. This is fantastic. I gotta have another bite of this. Chef Ian, wonderful job. And that's it. It's the Badia Spices Chef Challenge. Guess what? Coming up, Big Phil's Family Feast. Yay! It's a party anytime I sit down with my people. All right, that's it for the show, everybody. Z, I had a great time. What about you?
Oh, I did. I knew this place would deliver, and look at that fish. Where's
Man,
that?
prepared by my man, Chef Ian. Had a great time in the kitchen with you. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. And all my folks at the Raw Bar, woohoo! You guys rock. Everybody grab a glass, raise it high. As I always say, throwing a hook in the water is fun, but I like eating much better. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
All right, man. I didn't touch it.